guys, so sometimes I go down these interesting rabbit holes. I bet that happens to you guys a lot as well. And I went down an interesting one a couple days ago, and I'm still kind of in the rabbit hole. But it's been really shocking and surprising. And I'm all about, I want to do all this stuff myself. Like, I have all the fun lasers. Oops, there goes one of them. I have the lasers. I even do the microneedling myself, which I don't really think most people should do, because if you even get 1 millimeter, 1 milligram, whatever, one invisible piece of bacteria in that microneedle, you're going to be microneedling that into your skin, and really your skin is going to be unhappy, to say the least, and rash and breakouts and everything bad that can happen. So I really think in general you should do it yourself, or not do it yourself, do it at a clinic, have someone else do it for you. Don't do it yourself. So, I do some of that stuff. I do the lasers. I do some of the peels myself. I'm not a trained dermatologist or an esthetician or anything, so it's bold, but I really went down a crazy rabbit hole on a Reddit thread, and I found all these sites and things that sell basically like Botox, and people are injecting themselves with it at home and buying this stuff online. And I really don't want to shade anyone. Maybe some of these people are doing this are trained themselves, or estheticians or whatever. But it's crazy to see all the stuff that people are buying online and doing themselves. Even like these fat injections. They do these crypoliposis or whatever. So they give themselves like Cabeline injections that dissolve the fat, and they inject themselves with it. And I even found this on there, 13 areas of extra injection risk. So, it's kind of interesting because it shows where all the, veins and things are. But if you're injecting yourself with Botox, and you hit one of these veins, it's not good. You can really bruise yourself, damage yourself. Even professionals that do it from time to time can make mistakes and end up bruised. Or if you hit one of these veins, you need to have a very special, there's lots of things like these. They've got maps on there where to inject yourself, how to do it, what to avoid, how to aspirate the needle. So you're checking for like veins under the skin so you don't inject it into the vein, because that would be not a good thing, I assume. It's really crazy. So they're buying like Botox, the fillers like Restylane, things like that. So like the lip plumper things. If I bought that stuff myself and did it, I think I'd probably look like a train wreck. Although I kind of am okay doing it myself, looking like a train wreck. I don't need the help of Botox or Restylane or the fat injection things, the lipo things, where they inject themselves. Some people buy tons of it. They're buying like lidocaine, and then they're mixing sometimes the lidocaine with the fat injection, because apparently the fat injections, when you do it, it hurts because you're dissolving the fat and then you excrete it out later, weeks later. Wow. It was a crazy rabbit hole to go down. And I guess there's a Reddit thread about it, and it's got a lot of people. I think it's got 1,000 or more people that are involved in it. And I have a feeling some of these people are very trained and maybe are estheticians themselves. And I have a feeling a lot of these other people aren't trained at all. And they're just like average people like myself that would buy it and try it. That's frightening. I don't know. I just don't necessarily think the money you save in the long run can really make up for the potential hazards of doing it yourself. And Botox it's a toxin, it's a neurotoxin. So, things could really go wrong. And I have to assume some of these people buying them online, it can go wrong, and it does go wrong. And I guess if I screwed up, I probably wouldn't brag about it. So I haven't really seen any of those horror stories, but it kind of reminds me of some of the people that do the back alley, like plastic surgery, things like that are trying to save money, or they get conned into by somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, or the people that do the injections. And like Priscilla Presley had it happen to her, where she thought it was like face filler, and ended up being like industrial grade silicone, like fix-a-flat type stuff. And it was leaking from her face. And I don't know, I think she had a lot of probably surgeries to fix that. That's a wealthy celebrity. So, if they can be conned into it, any of us are, can be conned into. I mean, she's not like she did that to save money, because she's Priscilla Presley, Elvis Presley. She could afford it. She just got conned into it by the wrong person. So I think it probably happens a lot. Or yeah, so it's crazy just to see that rabbit hole I went down, and I start to think, wow, that's kind of fun. Maybe I should do that myself. No, I won't do that myself, because, you know, even going to a professional, they can screw it up too, just because, I mean, this is not a map I want to mess with. I don't know where all the veins and things are, and I don't want to mess with that. You hit a vein, it's not going to be good. You're going to be bruised. The worst things can happen for a long time. You can just do so much damage so quick, as opposed to saving $100 versus going to an esthetician and seeing somebody that knows what they're doing. And anyway, I just found that was crazy. I didn't realize that was all out there. I didn't realize you could even just buy that stuff online. I would have thought that would be highly regulated, and maybe it is. Even like the threads, the PDO threads, it's becoming a popular thing. I've read a lot of people that have tried the PDO. It's like a thread, and it goes in your skin, and then it eventually dissolves over time. And I've read some people where it's been nightmares. Some people have had good success with it. Some people can feel the PDO thread snapping in their skin. I don't know. But people are also buying those online and doing it themselves, which you need a needle for and stuff. So way over my head. I didn't even realize PDO threads were a thing until I started going down this rabbit hole. So anyway, it's interesting. It's fascinating, but don't do it. Just go see an esthetician. Save up your money. Don't buy Lemur. Don't buy all that crap. Save your money. And if you need that stuff done, go see somebody that knows what they're doing, because there's just too many things that can go wrong. It's your face, and you don't want to end up a botched mess. You don't want to do it. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts today. I'm interested. If you guys read anything about this, I'm sure there's a whole YouTube rabbit hole I could go down as well. So, like the plasma pen thing, people are doing that themselves. And a lot of dermatologists won't do the plasma pen thing at all, because it's just the outcomes, the bad ones outweigh the good ones, I guess. Same with the PDO thread. So anyway, just an interesting little side note rabbit hole that I went down. So interested from you guys what your thoughts are. Or have any of you guys tried it yourselves? And if you did it go well, I guess? I'm going to guess most of you guys haven't done that yourselves. So, because most of you probably are a little bit more cautious than that. But maybe some estheticians do it. I mean, I would get that. If you're an esthetician, you maybe know how to do it yourself. But I don't do estheticians. Would they do their own things on their own face? Or wouldn't they have like somebody else in the business do it for them? Like if you're a dentist, would you do your own dental work? Probably not. I don't know how you do that, but maybe there's a way. So anyway, interesting thoughts, interested hearing from you guys, and I will see you guys more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.